I'm John.
And we're bucket list travellers.
And today we're taking you on a walking tour of Granada, Nicaragua. We're here on the outskirts of Granada. We're at a major intersection with two gas stations. And we're going to take you down this street here that takes you into the centre of Granada. We've been living in Nicaragua for 10 months and we absolutely love it here. If you're interested in understanding what it's like to live in Nicaragua, be sure to subscribe. The road that we're walking down is called Calle Elena Arellano. It's also part of Highway 4. So Highway 4 is the road that connects Granada back to Masaya, back to Managua. It's a 2-lane highway outside of the cities, and it's a pretty good road.
Yeah, I was surprised at how good the condition of the roads are here in Nicaragua. They're pretty well maintained.
Yeah, they're really good, and you can go at 80 kilometers an hour. It's good. Here to the left of us, we've got Mary's Buffet, or Mary Commodore. So we've sampled their wares, haven't we, before?
Yeah, the food's pretty good. So you can get fried chicken and some sides like plantains and some coleslaw kind of salad for 80 Cordobas, which is really good value. I don't think it's my favourite fritanga in the area, but it's a pretty solid option. And they've also got things like enchiladas for 20 Cordobas each, and their servings for their enchiladas are huge.
So we're just passing another fritanga here. So fritangas are basically barbecues that are usually just outside someone's home in a sort of makeshift barbecue stall. And so you can get all types of grilled meats. So the most popular one is pollo asado, which is chicken, grilled chicken. There's also meat, beef asados as well. And our most recent favourite that we found are pork ribs.
Yeah, the pork ribs are really good. So they're called castillos in Spanish. And the place that we've found, it's just so flavourful. And such a huge serving as well.
Yeah, and you can get those for 110 Cordobas, or what would that be? That would be less than $4 or around $4?
Probably
US?
$3 US.
Yeah, so it's very cheap.
Yeah.
And you get very big serving sizes too.
So to the right here, we've got a horse and cart. I was surprised at how common horses and carts are in Nicaragua. They're used for everything. They're used for rubbish collection. They're used for just carting around things like the big gallons of water bottles that people have, because a lot of people don't drink the tap water here. We have, and we've been fine, but I think some people prefer to just get the bottled water.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big benefits of living in Nicaragua, that the water is potable, so you can just drink it from the tap. A lot of Central American countries don't have potable water, so it was a real pleasant surprise for us.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got a hardware store off to the left here. Also in Spanish it's called a ferreteria. When I first saw the word, like, it always reminds me of ferrets, but it's not. It's a handy store. We're starting to come up to the more commercial area here. So along this stretch, you've got a few like bars and hotels and that sort of thing. I guess some of the nightlife is around here. We've never really checked it out,
But we can certainly hear it from where we live. We're a couple of blocks away, and it's going all hours of the night. This street was named after Elena Arellano Chamorro. She was born in the 1800s and was a champion of education. She founded the first college for women in Nicaragua in 1888, as well as a number of other schools throughout her lifetime. Her statue can be found at the intersection of this street and Calle Real Jalteva, where we finished this tour. And just ahead of us on our right is one of the bus stations of Granada. This bus station takes you through to Managua, which is the capital.
Via Chicken Bus.
Via Chicken Bus, yep, you can see one right there. And it ends up at the Mercado Roberto Huembes. So the costs are around 75 cents, so it's pretty cheap. and it takes about 1.5 hours to get to Managua. And they start early in the morning from before 6 in the morning and finish up around 8 or 9 at night.
And they go 7 days a week. So in Granada, there isn't a centralized bus stop. You've got this one here that goes to Managua. You've got the micro buses, so they're like the little vans. Those go from kind of a little bit down from the central market. And there's a few other bus stations around. So you kind of just need to figure out where you're going and go to the right place accordingly.
And on our left here, we've got one of the clubs. I'd say they're bars. They're probably bars more than clubs.
I do see some people dancing from time to time.
Oh, really? During the day?
Yeah, like in the late afternoon. I think some people get started early.
Pretty early. And so just ahead of us, we're coming up to another gas station.
This gas station is one of the main landmarks in Nicaragua, I think. Or is it this petrol station or another one? Because people reference to the Petrolic petrol station.
This is this one.
Yeah, so because Nicaragua doesn't have street addresses, like numbers on the street addresses, their system is to give addresses by landmark. So they'll say go to the petrol station, go 3 blocks over to the west or something like that, and that's how you kind of find where you are.
Yeah. And speaking of other landmarks, to our right here we've got the old hospital. So this is another big landmark that people use.
This hospital was built in 1905. The 31st of December 1905 is when it was founded, I guess, and it was operational until 1998. So it's currently in ruins, and every once in a while there's talks of repairing the building, and I think it has a lot of historical and architectural significance. So hopefully one of these days it'll get restored, but I don't think there's any plan so far. Although we did see some construction vehicles outside a little while ago.
Maybe it might be reconstructed again. What I found interesting when I was researching this was that the site has been used as a hospital since 1500s. So the Spanish monks first set up an infirmary there around, I think, 1544, which is just mind-boggling to think that a hospital has been in operation for hundreds of years on the same site. The old hospital is also known as Antiguo Hospital Ruinas Hospital San Juan de Dios. We're passing by a couple of colourful houses now. One of the things I love about Nicaragua and Granada in particular is that the houses are all coloured in really beautiful, different colours, and it just looks really, really special.
It makes the city look very charming, and they keep it all pretty fresh with the paint.
Across the road we have the Ticabus store. So Ticabus is a bus service, a pretty luxury bus service that can take you from one side of Central America to the other. So it's a handy way of travelling through the countries.
So on this street we've also got Nicabus, and that's a similar bus service. It's one of the competitors.
And right next to Ticabus we have Mr. Pollo, and this is another example of a fritanga that in this instance there's actually a shop front, so you can go into the store and get various grilled chicken. You'll see with this street that it's pretty busy. It is one of the busiest streets in Granada, and the street borders the main part of Granada. So on the left is the main part of Granada.
There are 4 main streets that kind of border the central area of Granada. There's Calle La Immaculada, which is the one at the corner that we started this walking tour with. There's Calle Real Jativa, which is the street that we'll finish off at that corner. And then there's also Calle Altravezada, which turns into Calle El Comercial, which is one of the main market streets of Granada.
Yeah, we've done another walking tour of Atravesada that you can check out as well.
And we've also done one of Calle Real Jativa.
Yeah.
This van approaching us on the right is one of the microbuses that you can catch to get yourself around Nicaragua. So the microbuses are a little bit more expensive than the chicken buses, but they're more direct, bit of a faster way to go, and probably a little bit more comfortable. And you can see cycling by bicycle is pretty common here, as well as motorcycles, vans, cars, everything else, tuk-tuks.
Yep, I think they call them rickshaw here, I think.
Oh, auto rickshaw.
Auto
is it?
rickshaw, yeah.
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 Yeah, so I love all of the different options that are available to you. If you go left down this side street here, you get to one of our favourite stores in Granada, which is Nicastop. So it's run by a local lady called Angelica, and she's absolutely lovely. She sells a lot of food and other goods that are made from people all around Nicaragua. So her cheese and her honey is not to be missed.
On our right, you've got an El Salvadorian panaderia or a bakery. We love this place, and we love the donuts and the pupusas. It's just great.
Yeah, you can get glazed chocolate donuts for only 10 Cordovas, and they're so good. So we're coming up to Calle Real Jativa, and if you turn left, that'll take you right into the centre of town.
If you like this video, then hit that like button and please leave us a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.
We hope you've enjoyed this walking tour of Granada, Nicaragua.
We are bucket list travellers.
See you next time.